Hi there. Hello. This is another infomercial. No, it's not. It's another instruction video for your other closet. It's posted on our YouTube page, and I'm hoping that if you've been working for me for a while, there's just a reminder. If you have just started with us or you're not too sure or familiar with the Flort, this will be some information that will help you help us keep the shop flowing pretty well. So there's a couple of things. Items that don't sell is for 3 reasons: price, position, and pity. So let me explain that. I have explained it before, but I'm just going to do it in this video in case this is the first video you've ever watched. Price, if we price something wrong, let's say you put out a t-shirt and we priced it at $200 and it was supposed to be $20, then nobody's going to buy it. They're all going to look at it and go, oh, and then they're going to either one, steal it because they think it's worth a lot, or they're going to ignore us and think we've lost our minds. So that was just more of a mistake on our part. So you just gotta be careful when you're processing, especially if you process your stuff at home. Check to see if you put the correct price in. And now that we have buyer's fees, totally see if you're pricing it out of someone's price point. Blouses in general should only be between, let's say, 10 on the low end and possibly 40 on the high end if it's like a Johnny Was or something like that. And then they sell better. You don't necessarily want them to wait around until they hit 50% off, but then again, you don't want to underprice them. So price is one of them. Position is another. That means you put it in the right sized rack. You put it in the right location of the shop. They didn't get mixed up. We have had people who put things back for us. The customers are trying to be helpful and they put them on the wrong rack, and so somebody's looking for a small and it's on the extra large rack. That's not going to work. Extra large sizes are for people who are over 16, size 16, and if they see a size 2, they're not going to like it. They're going to think we're weird. So positions another mistake that could be possibly our problem. 2 reasons. One, we tagged it as a small and it's really an extra large, or we put it on the wrong rack, or we just left it on the wrong rack. So we troll through the shop trying to clean up racks, and it can be frustrating when other customers help us and put it in the wrong place, but we also sometimes put it in the wrong place, and I'm going to explain that in a second. The last one is pity, and that is definitely a processing problem. You took it because you liked the person and you're trying to be nice, and you didn't think it was going to sell, but we took it anyway just in case. That happens sometimes with estates because we just get everything thrown at us and it's too much stuff. Or it's a consignor that's been with us forever and she loves this jacket and we took it and we tried to sell it. So today though, what I want to talk about in this video is hangers. Hangers are our friend. It's the small details that make a difference. It's the small details that make my head explode too. So we try to have a little bit of continuity with how we hang things, how we price them, where we tag them. But right now I'm going to talk about hangers. It's a lot like tape. Tape can be a great thing. It can be also an awful thing if we tape the wrong thing and we damage whatever it is. So hangers to me are very important because they help make the item on the hanger look good if it's the right hanger. So we like continuity. When I started, it was tough, but we do, which is crazy. Right now we have too many felt hangers, but sometime when we get a couple of estates, we may not have enough. So I'm going to show you what we're talking about. The preferred hangers in the store for clothing is the felted hangers. It could be one that's a full frame or just the top part, and the clear skirt hangers. They used to be for pants too, but for skirts. It can also be for, let's say, a dress that has a very slim halter top and you want it to hang a little better. It might be for that. So these 2 are the go-to hangers. If someone brings us items and they're on the wrong hanger, we give their hangers back to them because we don't need all those hangers, and we transfer them to this. Sometimes when we're running out of hangers, we use other hangers when we are processing, but by the time they get photographed and put on the floor, they should go to these. All right. These hangers as long as they don't have a sizer on them, I take the sizes off if we can, are for special types of clothing, which we're going to talk about. But these are only utilized when they are one special types of clothing, or we have run out of hangers. This is what we'll go to. But this is what I'm going to try and talk to you a little more in a moment, because these are vital in the summertime. Okay. This hanger is just temporary hanger. This is the only time if we were running out of hangers, you'll see me replace the ones on the 50% off rack with these so I can get a few more felted hangers. These are not the norm. These should not be what goes on the floor if we can help it. And these you can give to customers if you want. Same goes for these. These are temporary. We have so many clear pant hangers that we don't necessarily use these on the floor at all. This is more of what my mom uses when she is processing and putting return bags on something. Okay, this is what we might use to hang a scarf until it is processed. So this is definitely not one that should be on the floor. And this never wire hangers, bad. We do not want them. These can be given away. These are recycled. If someone brings in clothing on these, give them back. We have too many. We don't want these. So bad. Okay, let's go back to these. These are key for the summer because we end up with spaghetti straps, halter tops, things with only one shoulder, but they have the little piece that you can hang it with. So what I mean by that is if you put a halter top on one of these, it's not going to stay. It is going to fall off, and that's going to make my head explode when we see them all on the floor. So what I mean by that is that's a halter top, right? Tiny little straps. It could also be something that's way big neckline and it needs to tuck in. So this hanger, while yes, I want these on the floor, it's not the right one for this. If possible, use a black one first before you go to crystal, but both work. They have the indents. We put that there. This keeps it from falling off. This makes it look better on the hanger. People will appreciate it better when they're looking at the item on the rack. And then I don't have to pick them up off the floor, neither do you. And since this is white, we don't want it going on our floor because our floors are dirty. Okay. This one's already been transferred to one of these. This is what we need to put it on. This is good. I like this. This is the way we do the hangers. The last piece I need to mention was position. So these are on 4 of the key racks on the floor. They tell you the size, right? So if you're not familiar with sizing, please read these, okay? If your eyesight is like mine, please use your glasses when you're putting them out because 6s and 8s can look the same and they are 2 different sizes. So a large, it will tell you the regular size. It tells you the Chico size because Chico's created their own sizes. Don't ask me why. And if it was pants, it would tell you what waistline they were. So skirts go by this. If you are processing a skirt, especially vintage, and you should measure the waistline, because if it tells you it's a 14, but it's only 26-inch waistline, that is wrong. So you would put in the description that it's a 26-inch waistline and that the tag said it was supposed to be a size 14, but it's vintage. And in the size of the processing, you would put a size 4 or size 2. Okay? We want the tag to reflect how it's going to fit. Okay. On the racks, we have size dividers for those racks that have multiple sizes on them. Dresses, blazers, skirts. If the tag is the same size on both sides, all the items go to the left. So if these were extra large skirts, the extra large tag would be over here and they would go to the left. And then there'd be a large hanger size holder and it would go to the left. Put them before the size, okay? If they have 2 sizes, then you need to have one on the left side of the group and one on the right side. These are a little better because people recognize them better, but we are finding that they are not being followed, okay? So if you can, check the sizes, and I'm going to tell you real quick. Chico size 0 or 0.5 is small. Chico size 1 or 1.5 is medium. 2s are not smalls. Chico size 2 is a large, and a Chico size 3 is an extra large. Also, size 4 and 6, 2, 4, 6 are small. 8 and 10 are medium. 12 and 14 are large. 16 and higher is extra large. So that's it for this. We'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.